Say thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host P. What up? Today we talking about people hijacking our outrage, trying to sabotage and trying to downplay our outrage whenever it benefits them or gives their little talking points or narratives some breathing space in the universe, on the clock, right? We're talking about people inside and outside of foundational black America, which makes it really a big fucking spectacle when you think about it, right? Makes it a real big show when you got all sides. Hey, and we've seen that a lot this week. It's very telling to me. It really speaks to the disrespect that's been allowed to unjustly fester against foundational black America. What up, Asada Talk? Me ain't seen you in a minute. What's good? Good seeing you. Let me do this while I got the Chit app pulled up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Get y'all like that. I'm saying that's real muscle mass, homie. You know what I'm saying? I think that's big. Just the premise of, the disrespect that's been allowed to fester about and around America's ground state constructors, us. It's something that needs to be highlighted, and just know that us staying on code and on message, that's the key to really handling situations like what we're in now, where people try to steer us where they want us to go and steer us into their opinions and try to prescribe opinions to us like we some damn children around this bitch. Okay? They're treating us like children, trying to prescribe opinions onto us. And ADOS, Foundational Black Americans, we're calmly saying, kill yourself. And kill your mama first and then kill yourself. Or maybe kill your mama and then kill your child and then kill yourself. When you come over here talking to us about what we should be thinking and doing, right? That type of behavior, right? That's something I give us credit for. I gave us credit on my last video. We're really good for maintaining a hard hand against that type of stuff. And of course, in the situation of the death of John Conyers a couple days ago and Elijah Cummings, you had white supremacist society. They went in and put out their narratives on these guys. So in our opinion, it's only right that we put out our narrative. Period. That's our opinion on them doing shit like that. Right? It only makes logical sense, right? And I know some of my people on my Twitter was getting a hard time from the bleeding hearts and most likely white supremacist trolls sitting up talking about, oh, John Conyers, he's a good man. He's good. He's dead. Y'all shouldn't be saying stuff. Elijah Cummings, he's good. He dead. Basically saying it's disrespectful to not like the life work of somebody dead, which is retarded. It's retarded. And we're not out here to be doing retarded shit. We're out here to resurrect and maintain respect for our lineage. You know what I mean? We're about respect. When you have your own mind and you think for yourself, that's the grounds under which someone respects you. That's what we on. So we're not just gonna be going with whatever breeze come by. We want respect, not going with no goddamn breeze that come by. What up, Still Learning? Ain't seen you in a long ass time. Hold up, I see your name. Let me see your message. Yeah. Ain't seen you in a long time. What's good? Happy to see you, Still Learning. Glad to see you showed up. But to my point, to the topic of John Conyers who passed, you know what a lot of y'all did out there was, hey, y'all said, let's look at his tangible works. Right? What did he do policy-wise for Black America? And if you go through the man's bills, man, he did what I call voting around the rosies. Voting on everything that isn't Black related. He had the one, I forget the name of the resolution, where it's like if you're an immigrant and you're in a gang, you get deported. That was one. I mean, he did the if you have a sanctuary city, if your city is a sanctuary city for immigrants, you don't get federal fundings, right? You don't get federal disbursements, right? But voting around the rosies, his profile is littered with this kind of stuff, but no bill saying shit like, Black people get this. Black people are allotted this resource. Black people are allotted this much of this resource. You see what I'm saying? His career was about ducking expressed Black agendas. Right? So what crime is there in calling these people's records to the floor? It's actually something that's intelligent to do. It's not dumb, it's smart. It's not a crime, right? It's smart to do. Right? And that's what white supremacist society don't like. They don't want to see that from Black society. But, they can go eat a dick with Tank. And then they can go on their second date with Tank and go eat the second dick that Tank told them to go eat that make them not gay. Go ahead and eat your 1 and 2 dicks. That's what y'all gonna do, white supremacist society. Go eat 2 Tank dicks. Talking to me. For all we care, you understand? Just saying. Y'all know on the same pages where these lamestream media articles that was written about Elijah Cummings, John Connors specifically, man. Conyers specifically, like, on the same page, like, they'll sit up and talk all this shit about him. Talk all this, just general stuff about who he was and how he wanted the MLK holiday. He pushed for the MLK holiday, all of this shit. Then at the bottom paragraphs, all of them, they sitting up talking about, well, he resigned because of some sexual allegations in 2017. And they end the article like that. They had no problem talking dirty about somebody deceased. Pulling dirt out of left field. That was some left field dirt. You know what I mean? You talking all this good shit about the man. Then you go pull some dirt out of left field. Okay? Yeah, somebody spend paragraphs talking up, right? Just read some of what's out there about him, right? They could have just said all of what they said about him and then said, oh yeah, he resigned or whatever. And left it at, he resigned in 2017. They could have left it there, right? And been a little bit more respectful. When they sit up talking about us, how we need to be respectful, you motherfuckers, you know what I mean? So nah. Y'all could have been more respectful in his death, is what I'm going to put a mirror up to you about. But white supremacist media, we already know, that's no surprise. They don't respect no occasion of anything that got to deal with Black folk. That's why they try to police our disdain for certain characters. You know what I mean? And when they try to police our disdain for certain people that we've singled out, that's how you basically know that they're outraged. That's some old, that's them with some grudge shit going on. It's some fake, hypocritical grudgery going on. Try to big dog us. You're not going to big dog us. I mean, we the creators of every community template in existence. We showed y'all motherfuckers how to fucking store grain. Showed y'all motherfuckers how to speak. Showed y'all motherfuckers how to walk. You white supremacist motherfuckers. And we built a whole big ass country. A country that y'all couldn't do. Y'all couldn't do this shit. Y'all couldn't do this type of shit. What? There's no country that is in existence that is built from their hands, that has any kind of stature. Europe, who started it over there? Who started building over there first? Us. US, us. Come on, man. Like, I'm not gonna let them try to pull rank big dog us in no kind of way. No kind of way. So any type of finger wagging they got for us about anything we feel or say or think or whatever, it's some hypocritical fake shit. Just keep that in your mind. And one thing about Conyers, man, we also know, this dude was a founding member of the Congressional Black Caucus in 1971. And we know what they about, but I brought up a point on my Twitter, right? I brought up a point on my Twitter, simply letting people know it was nothing but a simple but telling point about the CBC and some of their more senior members like John Conyers, Elijah Cummings, right? Senior members. I brought up a point. And follow me on Twitter, since we're talking about it, at PStillDGAF. That's PStillDGAF on Twitter. Fuck with me. I'll follow you back if your content ain't about no bullshit. And feel free to tune in. Any topic that I don't talk about during the week, y'all might think it'd be topics that be going by or whatever and I'll be missing them. Hell nah. If you follow my Twitter, I don't be missing none of that shit. I'll be on everything. So holla at me. Get at me. You know what I'm saying? You can see what I be thinking about certain other shit. Not just what I can give you in 3 or 4 videos in a week, right? Just stay with me. I ain't got nothing but time. Stay with me. But I went into the Congressional Black Caucus, breaking down, some of their early sentiments about senior members, right? Early on, this was a major thing with the Congressional Black Caucus. When they first started, they hated the fact that they didn't have senior members in Congress, okay? In Congress, when you have senior members, senior members be the ones with all the work. They got all the dope. They pulling all the rank. They pulling all the weight. They up there and repping, okay? That's what happened with a senior member of Congress, right? And the CBC, they hated the fact that they didn't have no senior members sitting up in Congress to really pull rank for black society. This is early on Congressional Black Caucus. Now we know they just don't give a fuck about black people. They just trying to just sit on their hands for as long as they can to have terms in Congress for as long as they can. But they don't give a fuck about the coalition known as the Congressional Black Caucus meaning anything to black society. Don't forget that. Right? But that was a big point. Early on, they had a cognizance back in the early 70s. Look, man, we need senior members around this motherfucker to help pull rank for black society. Well, look at some of their senior members. Just a few we've seen, the couple we've seen pass away the past couple of days. I called out John Conyers for selling out his seniority. He sold out his seniority, just like Cummings. Okay? He sold out his seniority for the needs of other groups and this little cheap ass culture that they got in Congress and in different spheres of politics of just catering to immigrants, women, LGBT shit. He sold out to that kind of culture, a cheap ass culture, and not really about pushing no black agenda. That's why we saw unproductivity from John Conyers. After all these years, he's been in Congress 53 years. That's a long ass motherfucking time to not be doing shit. Yo, what up? Is that my boy John Mitchell? Goddamn. Yo, what up, John Mitchell? Good seeing you, man. Appreciate the $20 dough. No. Good looking out, man. Good looking out. Yeah, worker boy. What's good, Miss Lady? Good seeing you. Everybody say what up to my mom, worker boy. Good seeing you with the wrench. Wrench gang. Wrench gang. Wrench gang. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, John Mitchell. John Mitchell says they fear real black option because it's the only one. Oh, this meant opinion. They fear real black opinion because it's the only one that counts. Yep. Yep. Still learning says your Twitter feed stay lit. I try to keep it up. Because there ain't nothing else to do but go at motherfuckers that ain't out here doing right. Ain't out here working right. Stephen Teague says, who is the Black Caucus? Are they a secret group, somebody, or a group of people that's going to save the world? I never seen one in my life. I get what you're getting at. But I brought that point up on my feed just to hone in on the fact that, look, man, y'all talking about giving these people blanket license and angelifying these people in death when their productivity gap is real. And what they stood on in life showed itself. His whole time of being in the Congressional Black Caucus, he never once held fast to the original priorities of the CBC. Like, man, we need senior members to pull rank. We need senior members in Congress so we can pull rank around this bitch. He forgot all about that shit. And I'm saying that it's a culture of that. It's a culture of them saying, okay, this is what's going on. Immigrants, okay, immigrants is what's going to keep me in a political position. I'm just going to ride with the immigrants. Okay, LGBT, riding their nuts is what's going to keep me in a political position and keep me with tenure in Congress. Fine, that's what I'm a jock. That's what I'm going to do. This is how these senior members of the CBC work. All of them. The next ones that's going to pass, whoever they going to be. This is what they've been on, y'all. Look through their bills and tell me if I'm a liar. I'm not no liar. So see that. Go through their works. That's my point. He had a career as a do-nothing. And a lot of people out there in media, a lot of black people was calling him out. Like, yeah, you had a career as a do-nothing. And we talk about the do-nothing veterans on my channel. We will get into that conversation in due time again. We talk about a lot of people who think they done made it, but they be do-nothings when they make it to wherever they think their destination is, right? And if we determine somebody to be a do-nothing, motherfucker, that's what they are. And we got every right to point it out. People that's in a lifelong standstill in relationship to us, we got right to call that out. So we do. And we're not going to let nobody who's opposed to us, like these white supremacist media motherfuckers, these little white supremacist trolls that be on Twitter and Facebook and all this shit, we're not going to allow anybody who's staunchly opposed to us and have come out openly opposed to us, and that's their orientation in relationship to us, we're not going to let them come out and police our outrage or try to hijack our outrage. The reason I say hijack, I want to bring this point up. Like the NAACP, they came out a couple days ago. The NAACP, one of their chapters in New Jersey, South Burlington, New Jersey. See, now I'll pull up a picture of them. The little logo or whatever. Let me see if I can get one up. South Burlington, New Jersey, NAACP. I don't got a picture of them. I thought I pulled one. They came out getting snaps and feeling big and tough, and people were praising them for boycotting this Harriet Tubman movie, which they should be boycotting this Harriet Tubman movie. Everybody should boycott it. And with any luck, it won't see the light of day. It's come out, next week? With any luck, no one will go see it, and that's just it. But they are, they getting pats on the back for boycotting this movie, like a little pre-screening or pre-showing of this movie, or something of that nature, because of the whole issue with Comcast. Comcast is one of the underwriters or big wigs behind this Harriet Tubman movement. Is that a mistake, or is that? I don't think that's a coincidence, a mistake, or anything. I think that is directly in alignment with how the events behind this movie is spinning, and how the world spin right now behind this shit, right? But they're boycotting this movie, right? And people was, patting them on the back, and they're dick riding the topic that New Black Media called out 2 months ago. I will not let nobody forget that shit. When we brought up the implication of the Civil Rights Act of 1866, that Comcast suit could potentially have an effect on the Civil Rights Act of 1866. We did that. I called it out nice and early. Tone called it out nice and early. Antonio Moore, shout out to Antonio Moore, called it out nice and early. And the NAACP was not on the case. They was not on the case until New Black Media jumped on it. They had no words to say about it. We were still looking into it. It was real quiet, real sparse talk. They wasn't speaking up on nothing when it hit the fan. And when the fan was spinning and the shit from the fan was disseminating, right? Right? It was not on the case until we jumped on it. Then they came out talking about it about a day or so after New Black Media started pressing it, right? And of course, what did we do? We exposed the money that the NAACP got from Comcast to pretend as if they were on the up and up with their treatment of black media partnerships and whatnot. Was a scenario, and to kind of help their merger go through. It was meant to help their merger go through. So they pulled up what they call non-media civil rights groups. Look it up. Look at the suit. I can post a link to the lawsuit papers if y'all want to see. The suit of Byron Allen versus Comcast. It lists the motherfucking organizations that Comcast paid money to and the amounts of money. And I put it on my Twitter. Check me out. But specifically, non-media civil rights groups. They knew who to go to try to bribe. So anybody sitting up doubting, this is like back in the day when they bribed the churches to start promoting Planned Parenthood and all that shit. It's just like that. It's bribery, and they coming through paying niggas, and niggas is taking the bait. This was happening. All right? This was in 2011 when this happened. Little bribery to help their little merger go through with Time Warner and all that shit. And this is the tricky part. I want y'all to notice this, because in Byron Allen's suit against Comcast, the NAACP as an organization, irrespective of what this South Burlington County, New Jersey branch is doing, outside of them, and they're, we mad. Hey, we mad. Pat us on the back for being mad about this Harriet Tubman and Comcast because of 1866. Now shut the fuck up. No, you wasn't there on the scene. We was. So we looking at that shit, right? But go through the paperwork In Byron Allen's suit against Comcast, the NAACP is mentioned as a goddamn co-defendant of Comcast. They codees. They codees, right? While they smiling and trying to take credit for blocking this movie showing and all of this, their national headquarters is in direct opposition to that. Their national headquarters is in bed with these people. So we're going to see how long they outrage lasts, since their home base is not on the side of Civil Rights Act of 1866. They on the side of goddamn Comcast and that $30K that they got. They paid them $30K to say, yo, ain't nothing going on. They do fair stuff. They do fair work at Comcast. Byron Allen tripping. They paid them money to basically get co-signed for their merger, because the criticizing point was they don't have enough black media partnerships with their brand. So they went and found some Negroes they could pay. So again, we should hold firm to our outrage out here in this world, because people going to try to hijack it when it's convenient for them, and they're going to try to downplay it when it's convenient for them. Right? Whenever it serves them to dampen down our outrage, they're going to follow through with that. So we might as well hold on to our outrage at all motherfucking times. This is what I need y'all to feel from your boy as I'm talking to you and saying to you what I'm saying to you on my channel. Our mentality needs to stay at the vibrational level of fuck everybody, we mad, we coming, they hate it, but they can go take a flying leap. That's the science. We on code, we on message. Y'all got to deal with it. Point blank, period. Still learning to say no. What the fuck? Damn it, NAACP. Yeah. So they are in conflict from their national headquarters. They're in conflict right now. So I don't know if they're going to try to promote this all around to different chapters to say, hey, look, everybody should boycott this. I don't know how they're going to try to spin this, but we on the ground level, we take credit for putting it out there first. Their credit for boycotting the movie on behalf of this 1866 provision, the Civil Rights Act 1866, Section 1981, that's going to wane because their nationals is in the motherfucking court documents, in the Supreme Court documents, showing that they are in bed with Comcast. So the little outrage, everybody gonna always look at it like, oh, that's some fake ass outrage, because the Supreme Court say y'all in bed with these motherfuckers. So who are y'all trying to portray this to? Now you making us mad. Now we mad. Now we don't trust NAACP. I've never trusted the NAACP. Just as an organization, y'all think about it. Goddamn. The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Here's something I want y'all to think about. If y'all never thought about this. Right? I just thought about this today. Like, man, hold up. You know, we talk about the title of people of color and people being identified as people of color, right? We discuss that, right? Often. So why your shit National Association for the Advancement of Colored People? Because then that could mean anybody. That could mean anybody can be down with the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Anybody that identifies as a colored person. So then we get into all different kind of groups, anybody. And look, this South Burlington County NAACP, yo, go on their Facebook, man. They got white members and shit. That's very, that don't sit right with me. That don't sit right with me. I just, just in my vision, as my outsider looking into what the NAACP is supposed to represent. I mean, I felt the same way about the Congressional Black Caucus. I was like, got white motherfuckers in this shit. Why they there? Why they here? You know what I'm saying? Who you here for? You white. You white. You know what I'm saying? Yo. Who you here for? That's what I'm saying. I don't trust it. I can't trust it. In my PE voice, I can't trust it. No. Can't trust it. Can't trust it. Nah, yo. That shit, I don't know. I don't know about all that. Fucking NAACP, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, that could mean the National Association for the Advancement of Latinos who shoot black children for dating their Latino daughters. Like that story that happened a few days ago, or got a blip a few days ago. It could mean for their advancement. Who knows what other documents the NAACP name is on? God damn it. As a supportive member and a supplanting cohort of some group that may be against black interests. We seeing it with this Comcast shit. So I'm saying, like, we don't really know what the fuck they up to, man. I don't trust them motherfuckers, man. I don't, man. I can't be made to trust nobody like that whose profile is explicitly on the side of some motherfucker they claim to be against. Nah, that's not happening. That ain't happening. So I just want to put you on to that. Yo, Easy Be Easy, what up, bro? He say, that's the science. I ain't heard that in years. Yeah, man. I told you, man, I was about to become a member of the nation of the gods and earths, man. So we learned to speak in those terms, man. We learned to speak in terms of, you know, black man is God, universal, this and that. The science of this and that. The science of equality, the science of this and that. Like, right. We learned that, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, John Mitchell got a good point. He say it should be the National Association for the Advancement of White Supremacists. Right. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. I wasn't going to do a cast today because it got the rain and shit. And I was like, damn, man, I don't like to do it when it's thundering and it's lightning and whatever the fuck, because fuck around the cast get blew out. And you know, it's hard to get people to come back to a cast when the motherfucking cast get blew out. I don't got a lot of people, so if my cast get blowed out, a lot of people was like, well, fuck it, catch that nigga another time. Like, it ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, it's a flow a little different. But anyway. Yeah, let me get it, y'all.